to the Real Estate Peacock channel, where I teach you everything you need to know about wholesaling real estate. In this video, my goal is to teach you exactly how to calculate the estimated repair costs. The issue for a lot of new wholesalers is you simply haven't had the reps to learn how to calculate estimated repair costs, right? You're just getting started. How can you get good at it when you simply haven't had the reps? Well, guys, that's the goal of this video, is to give you the rep and to give you a baseline of how to actually do it. If you haven't already, be sure to like this video and subscribe below. Also, I want you to leave a comment below, guys. Any questions you have on wholesaling real estate that you want me to cover, leave a comment below and I'll be sure to make a video on it. The first thing you have to realize is we are not general contractors, right? You don't have to know every single cost, every single little repair that goes on in that home. Your job is to simply paint the picture of the condition, the overall condition of the home, right? We paint that picture with the number and we let our buyers do their analysis on what they can do that rehab for. Why do we do that? Because every buyer, guys, actually has a different repair cost for their projects. Let's say one buyer is a GC themselves, they can do a lot of the work themselves, right? That project is gonna be cheaper for them than the other buyer who has to hire out all the work, hire a GC and they sub it out, right? So not all buyers are gonna be smack dab on your estimated repair costs, which is why I say your job, paint the overall picture, right, with an actual number, and let them do the analysis. So let's get started. Every property across the United States is one of three things. It's either cosmetic, an average, or a full gut rehab, right? It has to be one of those three things. In most markets, in the affordable markets, I would say price point under $300,000. Most of those markets, a cosmetic rehab is $15 a square foot. An average is $25 to $35 a square foot. There's kind of a sliding scale there. And a full gut is $55 a square foot. So for example, for a cosmetic, $15 a square foot. If that house is 1,000 square feet, $15 a square foot, that means the estimated repair cost is $15,000. For an average, $25 to $35 a square foot, let's say we put it at $25 a square foot, that house is 1,000 square feet, estimated repair cost is $25,000. And then a full gut, $55 a square foot, same example, 1,000 square foot home, that estimated repair cost is $55,000. Now, that price per square foot for each bucket is market specific. Your job is to figure out in your local market what price per square foot those buckets actually are. How do you do that? You go to your local real estate investors Facebook group. Let's say we're in St. Louis, Missouri. We go to St. Louis Real Estate Investors Facebook group. There'll be 4 or 5 different groups. You put a message in there and say, hey guys, I'm new to wholesaling, trying to hone in on my numbers. Is a cosmetic rehab $15 a square foot? Is an average $25 a square foot? And is a full gut $55 a square foot? You'll get feedback from 3 or 4 people, and that feedback, now you know exactly what price per square foot your buckets are. Okay, now we understand that there's 3 buckets that we simply drop the property in. There's a price per square foot on each bucket. Now let's go over how to actually categorize if it's a cosmetic, if it's an average, or a full gut. How do you know? Let's talk about it. So there's a thing that I call the Big 5. These are the 5 largest, most expensive repairs on every single house. The Big 5 are the roof, the HVAC, the foundation, the electrical, and the plumbing. So in order to categorize the house, all you need to do is use the Big 5, the condition of the Big 5, to do so. For a cosmetic rehab, that simply means all of the Big 5 are in great shape. They don't need to be repaired or replaced. And we're simply working with cosmetics on the interior. If that's the case, then we categorize it as a cosmetic, $15 a square foot, or based on your location, whatever that cosmetic bucket is. For an average rehab, 2 or 3 of the Big 5 need to be repaired or replaced. So let's say you're walking the house, roof needs to be replaced, HVAC needs to be replaced. That's 2 of the Big 5, right? So we're talking $25 a square foot. But there is a scale there. It could be 25 to 35. Obviously, that range also depends on your market. So if I'm walking the property, and again, the roof and HVAC need to be replaced in this example, and I'm walking and I notice this is a little bit more on the heavier side, right? Now I know to scoot that ladder towards that higher end of the price per square foot, $35 a square foot. Average rehabs are what we see most in the field, and the more you actually walk, the better you will be able to identify where on that sliding scale that property lands. And then there's the full gut. That's the easiest to identify, right? You're walking the property, everything pretty much needs to be repaired or replaced. You do need to know the difference between a full gut and a tear down. A tear down, you can't salvage anything, right? It just needs to be completely torn down. A full gut, you can still bring it back to life, right? But you just need to replace every single thing in that house. And it's as simple as that, guys. Figure out what category your property falls in, drop it in one of those 3 buckets. Each bucket has a price per square foot attached to it, and that's how you calculate the estimated repair costs. Again, thank you guys for spending some time with me. Comment below any questions you guys have on wholesaling real estate. I'll be sure to answer them, and I'll see you in the next episode.